What you looking for?
Where is it picking up from? If we both. Oh no. Oh, you turned it back on.
Yeah, I turned mine on.
Okay. I thought it was bugging. I'm like, how is it playing sound if we ain't turned on? Yellow. Yes, sirski. Nice. Said good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Oh shit. Whoops. Alright. Bet. Bet that. Oh shit. Is we on? Yeah, I think we on. There you go, Wax.
Alright. Looking nice. Looking nice.
Looking like some.
Yeah.
Looking like some. Beezewax. Let me see what this.
See what that sound like.
Inception. When you on the stream, that's what it felt like. It always felt like Inception.
Yeah. Let me go to the YouTube and see what it's.
Oh yeah, it sounded good. We sounded good, baby. We streaming live. Streaming live to YouTube and Twitch. Oh yeah, it sounded good. We sounded good, baby. We streaming live to YouTube and Twitch. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tune in, man. We talk about beef today.
Pause.
Beef rap.
Pause.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, RP Doom, though.
Yeah. We're talking about lyrical altercations. That's the safe way to say it. Let me get this. People on Twitch probably think I'm DJing. No, I'm not DJing right now.
He's talking shit today.
Yeah. Came to ruffle a few feathers.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Make sure y'all share this joint. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
That's right.
Beezewax, we online, baby. We live. We try to have fun, play the music for y'all. You know it's on niggas' backs. Boy, it wasn't playing. Oh, where's the chat at? Some people here, man. What's the word? If you viewing on Wax page, you viewing on the YouTube. What's the word? Mm-hmm.
And the other ones were both.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the other screen. Okay, yeah, we lit. I was in motherfucking stream inception for a second. Said myself 3-4 times. I said, "The fuck going on here?"
Yeah.
You sounding good though.
All right.
What's up, Wax?
Ain't nothing, man. Chilling, you know. Just
Word, man.
back to being, the city's back to being normal now.
Yeah.
You
People
know.
outside doing shit, touching shit.
Yeah, now it's no more stuff going down on 34th Street that don't need to be going on.
Nah, man. You're not gonna say that, man. You're not gonna say that, man. I don't even want to talk about it. It's painful.
Yeah. This is Beezewax 15.
Yeah, man, we here. We
That's
here.
right.
You know what I'm saying? We outside. We doing what we supposed to do. Shout outs to anybody that's made it through a lyrical altercation.
Yes.
As Wax put it.
Yes, lyrical altercation.
You know what I mean? We as of late, it's been a lot of talk about this in rap music, both in the negative and the positive. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and I like how the stuff that's going on as of like the real recent is like it's real positive. Like on some like they're going out of their way to make sure that everybody understands that this ain't that.
it's just some rap shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
that's
all
cool.
really fuck with each other.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm looking over here because I'm making sure I got the chat open for y'all, man. I don't want to, in case somebody got something to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, yeah, it doesn't always go that way, though.
Yeah.
It's not always a peaceful thing. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it could be a little static, man. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We got a couple, I don't even know how many is on the list, but.
Yeah, we saw that, you know, shout out to Brian Beat Out Miller. He put out a list of what he felt was the top 10 lyrical, what we call it again? Lyrical altercations. His top 10 lyrical altercations of all time in hip hop. And we gonna look at his list and, you know, talk about what we agree with, you know, try to shed some insight on those lyrical altercations and see if, you know, we could even come out with who won some of these lyrical altercations.
Yep.
All right?
Yep. All right, who we got over there? Let's take a look at this list here.
LV, what up? LV in the chat.
Yes, sir. What's up, my brother?
We got to look at some of these lyrical altercations. Well, while Bees is getting everything fixed up, I want to talk about
y'all to see this list.
A lyrical altercation that's not on this list, but you know, when you in this podcast lane, you gotta come up with stuff that's gonna be stuff that people might want to see in a reel. So I just told Bees to give me a minute to speak about this one particular thing
man, talk your shit,
that got shaken back in the 90s. And it's not a very well-known beef, but when we reel it up and make a nice little clip and we show y'all how everything played out, you're gonna be like, oh wow, that's kind of fresh. Yeah. So the beef that the lyrical altercation that I'm speaking of is A Tribe Called Quest and Rex in Effect.
Yeah.
Now I know the average person is like, first of all, Tribe Called Quest is those the happy guys.
Those the peaceful
Yeah, those
niggas.
the peaceful dudes. So like who they was beefing with, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what the thing was. It was a at the time, and I want to say this is early 90s. This is when New Jack Swing was coming into fruition, and Teddy Riley had a rap group called Rex in Effect, and they made a song called New Jack Swing. And it was more of a pop-ish type of hip hop because Teddy Riley was a pop producer, pop R&B producer.
Yep.
So in Tribe Called Quest song The Jazz, which is on the Low End Theory album, Fife says a line, "Me sweat another, I do my own thing, strictly hardcore tracks, not a New Jack Swing." So nowadays that would have been nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
little sub. Niggas throw subs all the time
whatever.
and shit. Yeah.
But back then that was a big deal. Like you said New Jack Swing, which was
that's our shit. Or like, you know what I'm saying, the niggas that did that.
So they didn't like that. So the way the legend is told, there was a if I'm not mistaken, there was a Run DMC concert. I don't know if it was at the Apollo or not, but at that show, Rex and Effects pulled up on Q-Tip and got it shaking.
Oh shit!
And
caught some wreck.
Q-Tip, they caught him by himself. You know what I'm saying? So he had to pay for what his band member said in the song. But that's what happens when you're in a group. You gotta go for it.
Yeah, one for all type shit.
I hope Lauryn Hill don't beat Bees up for what I be saying.
Listen, man. Listen.
But the thing about that is, so we take it to the Tribe Called Quest video for Hot Sex that was on the Boomerang soundtrack. If you go to the video, Q-Tip is wearing a mask in the video. He's wearing a mask due to the injuries that he caught during that altercation.
Damn.
So now when you go back,
my boy,
so he had a mask on in that video. So that's what that was about. So I wanted to, I like to give y'all some insight, tell y'all some stuff that y'all didn't know, because I'm an old dude and I got some knowledge up here. I was one of them dudes who watched Video Music Box every day. I knew everything. Man. Got every Source magazine, every XXL magazine. So it's a lot of, stuff up here.
The Hip Hop Encyclopedia.
That's right.
OG Wax. Yeah. So yeah, we here.
Yeah.
We here. So let's that's an L story though. I didn't know that though. You just put me on actually.
Good, I'm glad.
I never knew that my man Q-Tip had got paws put on him, man. Shout outs to the Abstract though.
Yeah. You know,
and R.P. to Fife Diggy.
Yeah, R.P. Fife.
You know.
They're in the Hall of Fame.
No, absolutely. Right. And not just because they got inducted. Them niggas is, listen, man.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be a lot of other shit.
Oh, yeah.
So even if you are too young or not familiar with Tribe Called Quest, you familiar with some other shit that has Tribe Called Quest to thank for existing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If we start going down the list of shit that you do like, one of them shits is the child of them niggas.
For real.
Absolutely. And not just him. It ain't just him. It's a bunch of, they got, them niggas got churn out here. They got churning babies. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty. Yeah, man. But yeah, shout outs to B-Dot, like you said. He made this, that nigga love a list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we love a good list over here too. Exactly. So, you know what I mean?
We always good for a list.
Who he got? He got Tupac and Big
as number one.
Which, I mean, I get it. And this is so, I didn't see him talk about this. This is all, I'm getting all this information from Wax. I didn't see this before Wax showed me. So, I don't know what his criteria is for this list.
Yeah, I don't know the criteria.
But if it's his top 10, like, lyrical, then no, hell no, Tupac and Biggie's not the number one.
I think he might have been talking about as far as impact, maybe, because this looked like an impact list.
It gotta be. I don't know, maybe, damn, we gonna get in trouble we play that shit? He got something where he talking about it?
I don't think so.
Or he just posted that shit?
Yeah, I think he just posted the list.
Let me
'Cause
see.
I know
maybe,
Joe and
maybe
Joe
he
and them
wrote
talked
something.
about it.
B. Dot top 10 feud list. He don't got these people on there. Hold on. I do not see them names on there, sir. They talking about. I don't see none of them names they talking about.
I know we ain't got the wrong list.
Let me get y'all right, Beezewax. I can see what I'm seeing. What is they talking about? Yeah, that's the list, I guess. I don't know what
AI talking about.
yeah,
AI talking some bullshit.
He's right. Alright, I guess that's the list. That's the list. Alright, what is he talking about? Who we got here? Tupac and Big, it gotta be off Impact.
Yeah, it has to be.
It doesn't even make sense any other way. So Pac and Big, Kenny and Drake, Jay-Z and Nas, Jada and Beans, 50 and Ja Rule, Ice Cube, NWA, Dre and Easy, Jeezy, Gucci Mane, Pusha T and Drake, KRS versus the Juice Crew. Yeah, this gotta be like the most important, I guess, to him.
Now, the only reason I see Pusha T and Drake being on here is because this was the first chink in the armor. But as far as what I think it goes down in history, I don't think this belongs in the top 10 as far as beefs. But it was the first chink in Drake's armor. So I get it.
I don't know. I feel like I think it's because it was coming off of him winning with Meek, but I feel like he lost to Common too. I don't feel like I feel like he's like half and half with his beefs.
I'm glad you said that because Common went crazy on that nigga.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like, I'm like, nigga, I ain't
A lot
forget.
of people overlook that,
Yeah,
but Common went crazy on him. Common gave him a whole song.
Yeah.
You know, and
nigga said, yeah, man. He said, you just Canada dry, man. So yeah, that nigga, that was that. You know. Yeah. Drake. So I would say that was the first time he lost in such a large fashion on that stage.
Yeah.
But it ain't the first time he lost. And he definitely his whole shit was like overcoming chinks in the armor. Like he does the vulnerable, I'm not perfect type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the first time where it kind of backfired on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it though. That beef was impactful, but I don't know if I put it at the top 10. Who else would I? Dre and Easy, Ice Cube, NWA, yes. Dre and
Easy, yeah.
I'm not putting.
You
want to
know
10.
what it was? Dre and Easy, I get it because the Dre and Easy beef kind of launched Death Row Records. You know what I'm saying? Like
I get
on
that.
some visuals, and it kind of helped launch Snoop's career.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so being as the time that it went on, and this is when everything was visual now. This is when everything had a video. People putting extended versions of videos.
G's
so when you see, you know, the fake, you know, Eazy-E running around the hood, that shit is memorable. You know?
No,
so,
definitely on some impact shit, I got it. It's for sure. I gotta give it to him, but
I ain't gonna front though. The hardest part of that that lyrical altercation was in the Dre Day video when they was cutting to the lawyer part where, you know, I guess raping you records, right?
Yeah.
And you know, it's something very simple, but it was so hard the way it was in the video. And then as it faded from the video back into the song, it just Snoop turned around showing his back like, bow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was so hard. Yo, they made Snoop the hardest nigga on earth when he came out. Like,
that's a fact.
It was like he was so cool, and they really all played into it.
Facts.
With Dre being older. That's one thing that I give Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
He know how to put himself to the side to make you look better.
Yeah.
Like he did it with Eminem.
Producer,
and
he's a good producer.
And what he did with Eminem, letting Eminem create the character and talk about him the way he did, that shit is what really helps.
Nah, facts.
You connect Eminem
Facts.
to Dr. Dre. You connect a lot of these other artists with all this jumping around to each person, whoever got the hot sound at this moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like y'all not really creating legacy together. Separately, but like,
and you don't really have a sound.
Exactly.
Niggas don't really, or if you have a sound, it's just like a type of song. Yeah. Niggas make that same type of song. That's your sound, as opposed to you having a sound that's like crafted by you and another person.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I get it for sure. But that Dr. Dre, yeah, his he's always been able to put somebody in position and then add the shit around them that they need to make it, like you said, like how cool Snoop Dogg look and shit, like, cause he still carries that to this day. Like that nigga's like probably, if we did a poll on coolest niggas on earth, he'd be on the list.
Yeah, definitely.
That's like, you know what I mean, no question. You know what I'm saying? But who else was on here? I get why Jeezy Gucci on there. Yeah. A lot of people not gonna understand why Jada and Beans is on there, especially if you're not from the East Coast or New York or up north, whatever you want to call it.
On my SoundCloud page, I had there's an episode of me DJing live on Twitch where we did a breakdown of the Jadakiss and Beans battle.
Yeah.
And people was watching who they let me know who they thought won, and this is the one battle where if you were to ask people who won, you're gonna get like 54-46.
Yeah.
There's no overwhelming winner in this battle. Like, depending upon how you feel, your interpretation could change by the day.
Yeah.
And like living this battle in real time.
That shit was crazy.
Because I was like, about 22 when this was all going on. I was around that age, and it was crazy. Like,
yep. Yeah. Nah, that shit was nuts. I remember like the mixtapes where you just listen to like people, like, you go to the $5 mixtape thing and he'll have it like put together like song for song. Like this song is Jada, next song is Beans, this song is Jada, this. And that shit was crazy. That was a hard beef to pick. Yeah. Between who won.
So that one started on what? The song on Jada's album with Jadakiss and DMX when he said I ate too many Beanie Macs. I'm not one of them niggas, but since you so righteous, don't make me send your ass to Allah quicker. Jadakiss be talking real crazy to niggas.
Yeah. Shit like that. Yeah. That was tough. My nigga Jada, man.
Oh, just like in the new freestyle that just came out, with the spiral thing that they did.
Yeah, the Red Bull
shit. Your man said we shoot your moms when she come home from dialysis.
Yo, nah, Jada got some of them lines, man. Some of them lines that's really like, he got maybe the most relatable shit.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, but so then it was where he said that, and then that's when Beanie came out with rapping on Put Your Hands Up.
Yeah.
And then after that, that's when Jadakiss came back with the I'm Dancing on Cisco beat.
Yeah.
And then what was after that? Oh, then it was Powerhouse.
Yep.
Now the thing with me, like I said on the episode on Twitch, was that night was Jadakiss performed at my school.
Yeah.
After he left Powerhouse.
Yeah.
So the internet is not crazy like it is now. Like people at my campus now, mind you, I wasn't at school because that's the same weekend my sister got married. Yeah. So I'm in New York at my sister's wedding. And at Powerhouse, Jadakiss, Powerhouse is like Philly's summer jam. It's their summer jam. So Jadakiss pulled up in Philly at their summer jam and rapped about Beanie Siegel.
Yep. Yo, see if you could...
one of the most gangster moves of all time.
Play it from the iPad. We might get away with the freestyle. We might not get flagged for the freestyle with some hip-hop shit. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody tuning in.
Yo, it's DJ K Slate from around the way, the drama king. I only respect a few DJs out here, man. Y'all niggas know who y'all is. But for the rest of y'all faggots, Just Those Mixtape Awards, November 27th. Show up, motherfuckers. What?
Ain't ready for that. Cut that shit out, yo. Y'all ready for that? Make some motherfucking noise.
Make some noise.
Hold up, Rock. I gotta do my shit. You know, it's a lot of talk. Everybody's saying this and that.
Know,
but
dog.
you know.
Yeah.
Check it out. I'll give all of y'all a few in the dome. So when you see me, think about a funeral home. A lot of niggas get fed to the crabs. And yeah, I'm a boss. 4 hoes give me head in the bath. Pound of weed is like a medicine bag. I look at my son different. Gun spitting, head in your back. Stand over the body, fire again. Since Siegel or why I'm riding again. We getting it on. Throw your man leg on the lawn. He can't walk. Put your brother tongue in the mail. He can't talk. Kissing the ring or kissing the dirt. I'm in the back of the limo, lifting the skirt, ripping your earth, blowing weed in the Corona Deluxe. Phony niggas want to roll in the truck, but they don't know what was up. Fucking with killers, you fucking with squillers. I'm the prince of the hood. I'm the one who wrote the criminal pillars. Let's go.
We all
Fuck that.
I don't think y'all niggas understand, boy, man. What a time. What a motherfucking
hold on,
time.
but we gotta let Beans get his shit off too. Hold on. If we gonna do that, we gotta let Beans get his shit off too.
I'm gonna do this right.
You wanna know why it's hard for me to judge this battle?
Yeah.
It's because of this. Because this, what we're about to hear, is the last thing you heard. So it's like, I always have to side with Beans on this one. I'm sorry.
This cat got me off my Dean breaking Salah. Astaghfirullah, I'm scheming. Why I'm making Salah? I'm thinking about raping his mom and making him watch. I'm taking my time, I'm making him watch. I'm taking his time, I'm taking his watch. I'm taking his grind, putting 5/8 on his block. He a bitch without the pocketbook and a wig. How you talk that pop shit when you roll with Big?
DJ, nobody.
I thought that chump blew trees with him, pushed V's with him, couldn't wait to go on tour across seas with him. Look at here. Why this nigga took it there? I earned my spot. Jay had to put me there. I burned his block. Gasoline sitting in the air to burn the clock. 50 shots sitting in there. Now picture if I splatter his mask.
The best of Beanie Siegel.
She could be happy, P'd be sad. Shit. She could be happy, P'd be glad. He can get off fish shit and you can get off fish dick. And if you want kiss dick, nigga, kiss it. His reign on the top be short like leprechaun. As I crush his weak whack flow like Capadons. get in his ass. I still fast on Ramadan. I still rock his bells like L. I'm a phenomenon. I make his mouthpiece so beast like Della Reese. When I release, he lose chic and little P. Nigga, please, blood flood his dungarees. And that ain't the half of my war pad. I come at your weight, crack, steam up your coffin. I'm a made man, you couldn't bake a bean in Boston.
I don't know, man. Like you said, I've gone back and forth throughout the years.
Yeah.
I think I say, sometimes I say Beans won. Sometimes I feel like Jada won, man. But yeah, that's one of the greatest rap battles ever.
Yeah, because
Ever.
I feel like it's one of those battles where it's the big dog's little man, but they damn near as nice as the big dog.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like, because that's how they played it. It was really DMX and Jay-Z that was supposed to be getting it on. But, all right, we going to let them do, you know, but it was, to me, that's my favorite rap battle because I felt like each one of them did what they do.
Yeah.
And like I said, we talked about earlier, this was the, you really going to knock yourself out. Like, this was that era where they going to say, you really wish you did something.
Yeah, Reef just said that was a great battle. I just got wild nostalgic. Now, that's a fact, Reef. That shit just took me back listening to that shit. I said, God damn, that's fire. Yeah, man, that was the time right there.
That's staff alarm scheming while I'm making salat.
Yeah. Yo. Nah, this nigga got me off my dean. Nah, yeah, that's one of the best.
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest battles. No question. That should be top of the list. He got it, what is that, number 4? I mean, I guess top 4. I guess.
Now, to me, that shit is higher than Jay-Z and Nas, because I think Jay-Z and Nas was a underwhelming battle. It had 2 moments, and the other shit that went on wasn't really important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was Takeover, and it was Ether.
Yeah.
Everything that happened after Ether.
Well, a lot of people don't talk about it, but Blueprint 2 and Stillmatic is like, they both like this album.
Yeah, they are.
Like, so it is a lot more songs in that beef.
It's just a lot of, it's the subliminals. It's like, I'm not going to say his name, but you know what I'm talking about.
But it's like, damn near both of those whole albums, like, them niggas ain't go a song without saying something.
I brought the flutes this time, Guru.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? That shit, like, yeah. Yeah, no, not so much on Blueprint 1. Blueprint 2.
No, that's what I'm talking about. That's the song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, that's a fact. Yo, I'm bugging. You know, I'm thinking about the, when he goes on Ruler's back.
Oh, yeah,
That's, but I mixed up the 2. But no, that's, on Gift and the Curse.
Yeah.
That shit is like a diss album.
Yeah, and Godson is damn near this album.
Yes.
He got a lot of shit where he going at everybody on Godson album.
Them shit, But if you count that, then their beef is more extensive.
Yeah.
But when it was like the actual battle, then it would be
not Godson. I'm
no Stillmatic.
Stillmatic.
I think, yeah. But those albums came out back to back. It was around that time.
Yeah.
But these niggas, cause you know Jay-Z dropped albums faster than Nas dropped them. He come out every single year. Yeah. Nas was taking a little more time and shit.
You know what? I know I'm right. I am, because Godson came out after Stillmatic.
Stillmatic,
yeah. So I was right.
I believe, had Ether on.
Yeah, Ether was on Stillmatic, and then Godson was the one that had Realest Nigga Alive.
Yeah.
And was Destroy and Rebuild on that or on Stillmatic?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Because those track lists is blended, because they came around the same time.
Yeah.
Like, and at that time, you would listen to a CD for a year or 2.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just put it down. So.
Because now you listen to a CD for like 2 weeks. Then you be done with it.
Reef said them songs, I think he talking about Takeover and Ether. He said them songs was months apart. He said he had to wait too long for the response from Nas. A lot of people said that, and a lot of people said that with the Kendrick and Drake shit. At first they was getting at Kenny, saying he was gonna take a long time.
Yeah.
And then people mentioned that Nas took a long time.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? People didn't, at least looking back on it, people didn't hold it against him as much that he took so long.
Yeah.
But yeah, that nigga. When I was a kid, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not one of the people that feel like Ether was like the greatest. Ether is like mad disrespectful, and it got like Ether is like a good battle rhyme. But it's not that great of a diss song to me.
Yo, yeah, no, it's
if
not
that
a
makes
great.
sense
It's
to
not
me.
a.
Like I
get what
feel
you're
like
saying.
if Nas rapped that shit in front of Jay-Z, like on the corner on the stage, then Ether is ridiculous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole dick sucking lips, you know what I'm saying? You Dame Daddy, you Dame Dummy, oh I get it, he's Biggie. Like all that shit sounds great as a battle rhyme, which obviously it is in a way. But I feel like Jay-Z on Takeover, first of all, that shit is like 4 verses and only 1 verse is about Nas. The rest of it is like an open diss to everybody.
Yeah.
But in his verse, he's talking about like you, like your character and all this shit. Like Nas shit is more like insults. Like he goes to the character shit a little bit with the who y'all want to name your company after.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like it's definitely just was more insulting. But I don't know. To me, that didn't make it like it didn't make it hit more. If that makes sense.
Yeah. That going back to Jay-Z and Nas in real time, and like Reef said, the response came out later.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z did the whole takeover thing, and if I'm not mistaken, Ether might have came out like near the end of the year. And it just came out of nowhere because Nas' album got leaked. So the first time we heard Ether, we heard Nas' whole album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you hear Ether, we was like, wow, because first of all...
Think Jay-Z has something to do with that?
You never know.
Come on, man.
You never know. But you never heard nobody talk to Jay-Z like that before. Like this is when Jay-Z running roughshod.
Yeah.
Dude, he talking greasy to everybody.
Yeah.
He taking, give me that beat, fool. Like he talking crazy to everybody. Can't nobody say nothing. Then Nas come out with a song that's like 4 minutes long about this nigga. It wasn't a verse. It wasn't the first song on the Cool Tape.
No.
A minute and 15-second freestyle.
Yeah.
This nigga made a full song about you. And that was, if I'm not mistaken, that might have been the first time somebody from over here dedicated a whole song.
To dissing.
Yeah, to dissing somebody. Like.
Really? Nah, but wait, KRS, that whole song is about.
Okay. With the exception of that.
Yeah.
Because if Tim Dog wasn't going at somebody over here, he was going at them. Like.
Yeah, fuck Compton.
Yeah, so that's a different story. But as far as going with somebody over here, like it wasn't really too much of that going on where somebody made a whole song about you. It was like I'll make a real freestyle. I might drop this little subliminal in this line. Everybody gonna know I'm talking about you because you're the only person that got your chain stolen in the last 2 years. So when they say, oh yeah, niggas getting their chain snatched,
yeah,
they know I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That's a fact. I forgot about that. Reef said Jay had time to do the unplugged version. Remember he did the unplugged, the blueprint with the ain't no love in the heart of the city.
Yeah.
I said it ain't no. Ain't no.
And speaking of the unplugged version, unplugged performance, if you bought the CD,
yeah,
I
had
at
that.
the end,
yeah,
People's Talking.
Yeah.
This is one of Jay-Z's best songs. If you've never heard this song, this is that type of rapping I like. That nigga went
that beat
off
is crazy
on that
too.
shit. Yeah, I did. I rapped on that song.
You know, that's the part right there. I said it ain't no. She went crazy too. I can't even do her part. She started scatting and all types of shit. Yeah, she caught the Holy Ghost. Yeah, that shit was hard. Nah, but People Talking was the shit.
Yeah.
That beat was crazy too.
Yeah, I rapped on that back in the day. I was
Yeah, nah, you got That's one of them
niggas at my
beats.
college. You know?
Look, this nigga was dissing. We
Yeah.
talk about dissing.
Yep.
This nigga was dissing on people.
Yeah, because I was addressing all the shit niggas was saying about me. I hear y'all talking.
Nigga
Like,
said, all right, I got something for you motherfuckers. Watch this.
ask Reef. Reef know that I think that was on the Graduate CD. Yeah, man, I wasn't playing with these niggas.
Say,
You
yeah.
couldn't tell me I wasn't Jay-Z. Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
What else on that list? That now, another one that stood out to me that I always love is NWA and Ice Cube.
Yeah, now that's definitely a top.
I think that's top 3.
Yeah,
in my
it's up
opinion.
there.
Because the reason why that one's so special to me, because that was when I first really got into hip hop.
Reef said, I remember that. He said a room full of booze.
Yeah, I was talking about when they booed me at the talent show. See, I was like, all right, I got something for y'all niggas. But that was when I first got into hip hop. My cousin Sean, he lived out in Neptune, New Jersey. I went and visited him one time, and that was right when NWA album came out, Niggas for Life.
Yeah.
But it was spelled backwards, so it's Eiffel for zagging. So,
Eiffel for zagging. You know what I'm saying?
So I listened to it and I was like, I never heard no shit like this before. All this cussing and nigga. That's all you heard. I was like, God damn. But the one thing I picked up on, there's this guy that they don't like.
Yeah.
It's like this guy, Ice Cube, they don't like him, because I'm from New York. I don't really know all of the
And it's
parameters.
not like today where it's like
Yeah.
somebody having beef, you could go watch a YouTube
I'm
video
like 10 years old.
about where the beef started and all that.
This is like my daughter right now going through Kendrick and Drake.
Yeah.
She don't really know.
No, but even still though, she could look it up though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like even you didn't even have the ability to like, soon as you heard Ice Cube, you'd be like, Ice Cube, who's that?
Yeah.
And then like the shit tell you. You had to like wait to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like now they could go look it up. Like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, but then hearing them go at him, I forgot the name of the song. The name of the song, I think it might have been Real Niggas at the end of the album, and that's when they went at him and they was calling him Benedict Arnold and everything. And then when Ice Cube came out with his next album, if I'm not mistaken, was Death Certificate.
Yep.
And he had no Vaseline on there.
Oh man, y'all niggas had to set it off. Yeah. Nah.
Used to be hard, now you just wet and soft. Like he talks so greasy to these niggas.
Yep.
Like I never saw Straight Outta Compton.
You never watched the movie?
I never watched the movie, but
I went to see that.
I saw the scene when they're listening to the song, and I think they did a wonderful job of displaying how a nigga might have felt in the moment of hearing that song.
For the first time, right?
Yeah, nah, because I would have, it would have been me, it'd have been a whole different video. I'd have been in there like, I'd have been cleaning off bullets.
He said, me personally?
Loading up the clip. Like, nah,
I
we
wouldn't
gotta
have
go
took that
see
disrespect.
him. Like, nah.
Yo, this shit, you getting fucked in the ass.
But it's always good when you got that real nigga. Because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it Yella
Yeah.
who was laughing in the scene?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because you gotta have somebody where like, nah, nigga, this shit fire.
Yeah.
This nigga fucking
and it's like somebody got to keep it real because that was y'all peoples.
Yep.
So it's not like straight enemy.
Mm-hmm.
He like, nigga, he kind of got a point.
Yeah.
Like that, it was at that. Like, but you should watch the movie though. They did a good job.
Okay.
They did a good job.
Yeah, I seen bits and pieces of it, but I never sat down because I didn't feel like it was going to tell the story I wanted to hear. You know, they was going to make the story for Hollywood, and I don't want the Hollywood story because I know too much that y'all not gonna put in this story.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't watch a lot of these movies because I know it's not gonna be what I want. You're not gonna tell me nothing I don't know already. So,
Yeah, nah, it's more so for the entertainment.
Yeah.
Like I ain't gonna lie, I hate the damn Tupac movie. The not the Anthony Mackie one. I don't even acknowledge that one. That shit don't even exist.
No, didn't Anthony Mackie play Tupac in Notorious?
Or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't like Notorious neither. With
I
Gravy.
didn't really like Notorious either.
Yo, we went to the movie theaters, yo, the whole block. If you from Co-op City, and when Notorious came out, you probably went to this shit with us. Niggas was like 1,000 deep in there. First of all, I feel like everybody went for free. I feel like 4 people bought tickets, and then them 4 tickets got the rest of the block in. And nigga, we in the movie theater. We was drinking, smoking. You would have thought that we just had a projector on the block. Niggas was in the movie theater. Yo, man, that shit
In the
was
Plaza?
Yes, in Bay Plaza and AMC. That was amazing. Anybody that was there, you from Carver City, it was a lot of people. You might have been there. It was a good night. It really felt like it was almost like AMC was like, all right, we get it. It's the Biggie movie.
Yeah.
As long as nobody's fighting, just
Exactly.
all right. Can y'all keep the smoke in the theater? They was, but that shit was amazing. Like it was like niggas chill at the bottle. You see a bottle come down like that. You had your cup. Just go get you some. Pass it down. Everybody was sharing, nigga. The blunts coming down. Niggas was trying to see the movie. It was that shit was fire. Yeah, that was So shout out to everybody that went to see Notorious. But the movie is kind of trash.
Yeah, I didn't.
It was a great experience to go see it like that, but it was kind of whack.
How many of them movies do we really like?
That's what I'm saying. Most of the time, there's always going to be a little cheese factor because they always use this person, this was their life, and then they made it.
Nigga, you want to know what my favorite biopic is?
What?
La Bamba.
I don't think I would see that shit. The plane crash.
This nigga ain't see La Bamba.
No, I don't think I see that shit. I've only heard when niggas make jokes about it and shit.
Yo, La Bamba is the shit. Yo, maybe I like it because I'm not from that community. So I'm looking at it as,
watching it like
I don't have no expectations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed the movie because there's somebody who might not be from hip hop who might have really enjoyed Notorious. Not us, because we're gonna pick it apart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I love La Bamba. I even like Selena.
Nah, Selena's
That
fire,
was a
though.
good movie.
Selena's fire, though.
Yeah.
Selena's a classic.
That was a good one.
If you watch Selena and you don't want to kill that fat lady,
Word.
like if you don't want to ride at dawn after you watch Selena, nigga, there's something wrong with you. All right? Selena is one of them ones.
I don't think there's any hip hop biopics that I like really like that.
Nah, hold on. Give me a second, man. It's something I like. Beat Street.
That ain't a biopic. It's a breakdancing biopic.
I don't know. That shit is based on true events. It's real enough for me. Beat Street real, nigga.
Beat Street ain't no biopic. Nah, I ain't going for
it's
that
like a
one.
heartbeat. Come on, man.
Nah,
that shit.
Us girls can boogie too.
Hey.
That was my shit.
Nah, nigga, that's what I'm saying. I just on some hip hop movie. That might be the best hip hop.
Yo, for real, if you never seen Beat Street, and I know it ain't in HD, I know. But
no, who cares?
If you ain't never seen Beat Street, go watch that. That's important in hip hop because you gotta understand where this shit came from. This shit really came from the hood. This came from niggas stealing electricity from other places and going into community center rooms and, setting up turntables and playing music and just, this shit, to see what it is now, you gotta really go see what it was then. Like, wow.
Yep.
Like, this started right here and now everybody millionaires and billionaires on trial from this shit. But that's another story. We're not even going to go there.
I'm not gonna lie. To me, and I know that I'm in the minority, and I know that I have a unique experience because I grew up here.
Mm-hmm.
But I still feel that way about hip hop. The way how it looks and feels in B Street is how I still feel about it.
Okay.
Like, and I know that I have to share it with the world, but I still feel that, like that sense of ownership.
Yeah.
I
feel that way I felt like that with battle rap.
Yeah, I feel you. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like I feel like there's always gonna be pockets of that. Like you said, like the battle rap. Or even if you just into a certain artist and you or you study, it's like anything else. Like how we was joking about how Marco Mount Hill been cooking these niggas.
Yeah.
But that's because he's dedicated his life to educating himself on these subjects. He's an expert in these areas of history, or he has that knowledge base. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even arguing with him is kind of dumb in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could debate or trade ideas, But like to argue with the nigga
Yeah.
is kind of crazy because the man dedicated his life to studying that shit. You get what I'm saying? So it kind of feels like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like the people like us, you always be able to have ownership over that shit because it's like I dedicated a certain amount of my life to this expertise.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I know that we share it with the world and it's bigger than the things that it was, but that doesn't mean that it's not those things anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people try to make it that. Like, oh yeah, that shit is, you know, that's niggas' favorite thing. It's dead. Hip hop is dead. Niggas been trying to kill this shit for ages now. Niggas tried to kill it when it started. They said it was a fad.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Shit don't die, man. My pop said hip hop is perpetual motion, nigga. That shit is always moving forward.
And there's gonna always be somebody making the type of hip hop you like. You just gotta find them. It's just that niggas got lucky to find Griselda.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, yeah, but and that's why also that you make a great point. And that's why you can't be mad when a nigga makes a new type that niggas like.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's people that fuck with this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So nah, we done got off topic talking about just talking hip hop shit. But I forgot who else on this goddamn lyrical altercation list.
We got 50 Cent and Ja Rule.
I don't think we need to explain that to anybody.
Y'all know what happened. Y'all know who won.
If you ever listen to rap music in your life, oh shit, I ain't even see Yeezo over here. I'm missing chats. My fault, Yeez. He said Hov seemed untouchable. He said, I think he's talking about Ether. He said it was great in the moment.
Yeah.
That is true though. That is true.
Yeah. Like,
That's why it had that type of impact. But I don't think even at the time, I think I was too much of a Jay-Z fan as a kid. I loved him too much.
Yeah.
That it was like, that shit wasn't enough to sway me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I get it though. But yeah, we don't need to explain 50 Cent and Ja Rule to you. If you ever listen to any rap music in your life, you familiar with that beef. 50 Cent still won't let it go. He still reminds you to this day about it.
Yeah, the main thing I remember about that beef was the dude Jeffrey Atkins.
That's that nigga. What's that nigga's name? The nigga. I think he was Alex. The damn Jamie Foxx show.
Yeah.
I can't remember his real name
Alex
right
Thomas.
now. Alex Thomas. There we go.
Jeffrey Atkins.
Tatanalicious.
Yep.
Yeah, that nigga was fried, man. He said he ain't never hurt nobody. Nah, yeah, 50 was wildin', man. He's a wild boy. 50 might be the GOAT of altercations, lyrical altercation, whatever you want to call it.
But according to you, who he lost to?
He lost to Killer Cameron surviving in the Amazon, if you didn't know. All right? And I got my facts straight. I'm willing to argue this with anybody. Cameron is the only rapper to ever beat the quote-unquote New York Giants. And who are the New York Giants, you might ask? That would be Jay-Z, Nas, and 50 Cent. Arguably 3 of the biggest rappers, not even just from New York, just period. That's 3 of the biggest rappers ever. And they happen to be from New York City. So to me, them 3 niggas is the New York Giants. You could add Big in there too, but Big passed away. And so he just has his place where he's at. But living, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Nas, New York Giants. Cameron is the only nigga that has survived not only, what's the name, dissing them, but I feel like he got the better of the situation. Listen, man, you could go look it up, man. Go check the facts. Reef said Ja Rule and 50 is the only beef on the list that's never gonna end. Yeah, that shit is real life.
Yeah.
Them niggas gonna be old men.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna go to somebody's funeral to make sure it's over. Just to say, I won.
Yeah, we cannot let 50 die before Ja Rule. Because, if 50
50
died
Cent
before
dies
Ja
before-
Rule, Ja Rule, first of all, he going to the funeral and be like,
that nigga's gonna play "Living It Up" featuring Case, nigga. Dun, blum, blum, blum. Dun, dun,
oh,
dun,
man,
dun.
we definitely cannot have that, man. Oh, no.
Yep.
Because Ja Rule going to change the whole story.
Nigga, he gonna have his Tubi movie ready, nigga. Straight to Tubi, the Ja Rule story.
Yeah. I would too. I
Nigga
change the
said
whole shit.
it's the Ray and Claude, the rap beef. It is. What you got brewing, Ray? He said, I got an ass whooping brewing. You keep fucking with me.
He said, nigga, I gots to know.
Gots to do. If you must know, nigga. Yo. Nah, man. Yeah, Ja Rule 50, that shit never go. That shit never go end, Reef. You right. Nah, for real. Fucking damn. Who we just said? Oh, Cam. Killer Cam. Listen, man, you gotta go back, check the facts. Nas dissed Cam and Nori on the radio. He said them niggas was whack. They had no bars. Right. Nori had nothing to say. I guess he either agreed with Nas or, you know, just Queen shit. He didn't want to get into that. He was like, I'm good on that. Killer Cam went in there. He did the Hate Me Now freestyle. Mm-hmm. I wish I could play it, but I know we're going to get flagged for the Hate Me Now beat. But, yeah, just go listen to that Cameron Hate Me Now freestyle. Him and Jim Jones on there talking crazy. Jim is not rapping.
A whip wop head.
Oh, shit. Listen, man. Go listen to that.
Bees played it for me earlier because I forgot how disrespectful that shit was.
He was wilding.
Yeah, Cam was being real ignorant on that song.
And correct me if I'm wrong, internet, but I don't think Nas responded to that, and or the response we don't remember.
He had subliminal response.
So even if he did respond, we don't remember. So point to Cameron.
Just for the record. Because, you know, that's what we do on Beezewax. We set the record straight. Nas did respond to them niggas, but it was a subliminal. Go on Nas's album, Streets Disciple, and on the first disc, there's a song called Nazareth Savage. That's his response. The last verse is about Cam and Jim. I'm not saying it was impactful, but I'm just saying he did.
We don't remember that shit.
How to blow on your 8th LP, I'll show you. You whack nigga, face it. In the history of the game, you have no placement.
See? But that's not even a true statement, Nasty Nas.
At that time, it might have been.
Yeah, he was.
That time.
Look, I'm not going to lie. Niggas, look, see, Reef remember? He said Jimmy was smacking koofies. The term koofy popping was invented from dissing Nas. That shit had New York City in an epidemic, nigga. That was in the lexicon of slang. Like, niggas use that. Like, I'm gonna pop your koofy, nigga. This was created as a Nas diss.
Nah, see?
Yes, he took his name, nigga. I'm not gonna say your last name because that's mine, nigga. Come on, man. They won that. I don't want to hear about this Street Disciple verse.
No,
because that's what I'm saying. That song, like that whole shit, that I really mean it, the diplomatic community. So all that shit he was talking in that verse, and that shit became untrue shortly after because Dipset had quite the summer after that. Mm-hmm. So it was like, yeah, sorry, Nas. We love you. You're a legend. But yeah, Cam got that. Then Jay-Z, at the time, he was acting like he was too good to diss Cam. Yeah. I'm not saying that he wouldn't have did whatever he'd have did, but he was acting like he. Remember, his response was,
after
"I'm in the air, I don't hear niggas corny raps." Like, that's what he said.
Cam gave you a 7-minute song because "Gotta Love It" was like 7 minutes long.
Because he spent 2 verses talking.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know how you don't respond to that.
That's what I'm saying. He made the type of song that's like, nigga, if you don't respond to this, I won.
Yeah.
He got Max B on the hook. Yeah, man. I don't know. Nigga said, why the King of New York got jeans on with open-toe sandals?
We keep forgetting Beanie Siegel came at Jay-Z too.
Yeah, but I didn't respect that. Come on, bro. Nobody want to hear you talking shit about your boss. We don't want to hear you complaining about work songs. We don't want to hear that. You took the job. You work for the nigga. Gotta kill witnesses because 3 beards sticking out. Y'all niggas work for him. Fuck you talking about, nigga? That's the boss. I don't want to hear this. I mean, that's how I felt about it at the time. The Beanie dissing Hov was not, that shit didn't.
Yeah, I didn't really like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. I didn't want to hear that.
Yeah, and
I
it
didn't
wasn't
want to hear
that
that.
Beanie, the song wasn't, the bars wasn't crazy. It's just, I just didn't like it. Certain beefs I'm not really with because it's like, I'm not saying that it's my battle and I decide who got a problem with each other, but some of the shit that if I don't see where this is coming from, because a lot of times, sometimes it be shit that we don't know about. It might be some street shit.
Yeah, no, and their shit
a lot
clearly
of
was
times
some
it's
personal.
over a girl.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
And then when we see who the girl is, you're like, oh my God, like we almost lost our greatest rappers over her. But,
Till she get her Vlad TV interview.
Yeah. And then now, speaking of
We've
which.
said complaining about work song is crazy. Guys, that's what he did. Like, nigga, we seen you at the holiday party with your boss having a great time, and now you want to tell us, fuck that nigga. Nah, we don't want to hear that. That's, we didn't talk about Game versus 50 Cent. We could have did a whole episode on 50 Cent's beefs.
Yeah.
And like you said, off the show, you said B-Dot didn't put 50 Cent versus Ross.
Yes.
Which I feel like should be on the top hip hop battles, beefs, whatever. Cause that shit also been like over 10 years. And Rick Ross really solidified himself as like a top rapper from surviving. I wouldn't even say survive. You could argue that he won that shit. Cause the music that he made during that time, he was dropping heat.
No, the music he came out with was better. Now 50 had different type of antics.
No, 50 Cent was doing the trolling.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of that. And remember, 50 at that time, 50 had his own website.
Yeah.
We've said the suggestion box bars. That's what Beans had. He wanted to drop it in the Rockefeller suggestion box.
The anonymous suggestion box.
Shit to improve the office.
Yeah.
That's it. We good on that, Beans. And then didn't he go leave and go be with Dame? Remember Dame made Dame Dash Music Group? And he was like, yeah, I'm signing Beans. And y'all just went out bad. It just was all nasty. That shit just, that whole time period just looked nasty. It was whack. The Rock was like they was like the Lakers, nigga. That shit was nasty.
Word.
Yeah, that was bad. We didn't like seeing that.
It was the Lakers and ended up looking like the Knicks.
That's what I'm saying. No, cut it out. See, you just tricked me into that. That was crazy. Nah, I don't co-sign that. Shout out to my Knicks, man. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. Shout out to Towns. You know what I'm saying? My cousin from Piscataway.
After all that?
Listen, my son is from Piscataway, New Jersey, okay? What do you want from him, man? What's the accent over there? They don't talk like Jersey Shore and Piscataway. Damn, man.
Nah, Cat be balling, right?
Shout out to my Knicks, man. We might got to get Tom Thibodeau the fuck out of there, though.
Yeah, it's time for him to go. They need to bring, what's my man if he didn't get a new job?
Who?
My man who he was Monty Williams.
Oh, yeah, Monty. I think Monty went to college.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Reef, he wildin', bro. This nigga, he don't care. He don't care, bro. He don't got no regard for nobody's feelings, bro. He don't care. This nigga, man. I'm hurt over here, man.
Oh, man. Reef, I thought you said you recovered, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
you over here ripping Band-Aids off. Nigga, just stop bleeding. God damn.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop.
We hurt, man.
I'm gonna stop.
My boys was working hard, man. Said shit. Damn Knicks, man. They did good though. We got further than they got in a long fucking time, man. It's a good feeling. They had the city lively.
Yeah, man. Oh, Reef, I ain't get a chance to talk to you, so I went to the Ali Sadiq show last night, right? And it was one of those joints where they lock your phone up. So
yeah,
we have our phone.
That mean them jokes gonna be on the Netflix special.
Of course. So we locked our phone up from like 6:30 because the show started at 7:30 or whatever. So we had our phones locked up. We got out of there about like 9:15, 9:20. As we coming out, people unlocking their phone. All I keep hearing is, "Oh fuck, man." So I was like, "Oh, let me check the Google," and I saw it was like the third quarter. The Knicks is down by like 15 or so. I was like, "Oh man, god damn."
Somebody said, "There go my fan, dude."
Yep.
I was gonna put some money on them niggas last night too. I'm glad I didn't. I played it safe.
Yeah, I don't be doing that. I don't do that betting shit.
Nah, me neither. I do it like it got to be something like that. I do it for big games or like we going out, Super Bowl, All-Star Weekend, like little for fun. I'm the kind of nigga I go to the casino and play the slots with the old people, bro. Yeah. I'm one of them niggas. I'm gonna sit next to Gertrude and them. You know what I'm saying? We chilling.
Gertrude in Maryland.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be over there with them. You know? Just getting the drinks and playing these damn slots. That's it.
Word.
But yeah, that's what, Ross 50 Cent, Game and 50 Cent. I saw a Game when he was beefing with 50 Cent. He brought out a big G-Unit rat on the stage, the mascot. And then him and his homies, the entourage, they jumped the mascot. That's part of the show. Mind you, that's your man in the mascot suit. It's part of the show. This is how ridiculous shit was. I also saw 50 Cent. This was like my first summer jam I ever went through. Shout out my Uncle Jaji. He used to take me every year when I was a kid. He used to take me every summer to summer jam. I didn't miss a summer jam for at least, we had to go for like 7, 8, 9 years in a row. Dead ass, yeah. Shouts to Uncle Jaji. That shit was definitely a big booster, motivator, just like, yeah, this is what I'm doing with my life. Yeah. No question. You know what I'm saying? So that was, you know, as a young nigga needed that boost. But the first one I went to, 50 was up there. This is Get Rich or Die Trying time.
Okay.
So this nigga's performing all them joints, like What Up Gangsta and all that type of shit. He's beefing with Bang'em Smurf and Domination, the Queens niggas at this time. Remember, they used to be a part of G-Unit.
Okay.
They're like G-Unit defectors. These niggas is in the front row.
This is when they start throwing the chairs and shit?
Bro, I was there. This is when, I'm not gonna lie, I was sold as a 50 Cent fan, nigga. This was my man for life after this. Mm-hmm. This nigga was catching chairs and throwing them back at these niggas while still rapping, nigga. He did not stop rapping. You know this nigga was all muscled up and shit. Nigga catching chairs and throwing them shits back. And still rapping. I said, nah, this nigga's different, man.
Like they was at an ECW.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. You already know niggas be on their wrestling shit. So seeing this thing, I'm like, oh my God, this nigga's the man.
Yeah, you were so.
I was like 13, nigga. I'm in the crowd watching this nigga. I'm like, nah. Because you know, you already hear the music, so you have an image of the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he on stage, niggas is throwing chairs at this nigga. He catching them shits, throwing them back. Still rapping. I'm like, yeah, this nigga's different, man. Shout outs to Fifth, man. Like I said, that nigga is the altercation GOAT.
So you just mentioned What Up Gangsta.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think his name is Punch. He was on a podcast and he was talking about the top 5 New York club records. Like of all time.
Who said that? Oh, yeah, I did see that.
So he was saying the Benjamins.
Yeah.
He said Computers. What else was on that list? Reef. If you know something, drop it in the comment because Reef is the one who sent me the
I
list.
did see the video. I forgot what he said. We'll just pull it up. What that nigga said.
Yeah, but I know it was the Benjamins and Computers was on there.
That was where he was talking to what's the nigga name? Ray Daniels?
Yeah, he's talking to Ray Daniels.
Yeah.
Top 5 New York club anthems.
Top 5 New York club anthems. Well, that's debatable. Okay? Number 1 New York club anthem.
I hope y'all can hear
What
that.
Up Gangsta.
Went to the streets.
Okay.
No, we going street. We got to.
Okay.
Because I've been a DJ for over a decade.
I don't know.
If the club is dry, if I go on there and I go, hold on, everybody stop doing what everything that you're doing.
It's the boom,
and I start that shit, and I literally go, everybody, I want you to look your real nigga in the motherfucking face. I want you to look at him right now and say, you my motherfucking nigga, right? And just boom, 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 boom. What up, blood? What up?
You just made me want to turn up, nigga. You just made me want to turn up, nigga. You just beat me. You just beat me. I love it.
They paid me
It's
what they paid me.
Give me
What
4
up,
more.
gangsta? Computers. Rowdy Rebel. Second biggest record in the history of New York club music.
Really?
Everybody said it. I dare one of you niggas to jump out the window.
Okay.
You can play Computers at 0.00.00, and you can play it till the end of Bobby Shmurda's last ad-lib. I could play this today. I could play this in any club. Computers is the equivalent of Dreams and Nightmares.
Nigga, you just okay. Let's go. Give me 3 more.
Because I'm sticking. I want to put Dreams and Nightmares in there, even though it's not in New York, but I would. Because we take Meek Mill like he's born in fucking Brooklyn and Queens.
Crazy.
Shout out to the Dream Chasers, all that. Meek Mill is honorary New York.
Everybody,
like 50 Cent
like
has
Dreams
one
and
of them.
Nightmares, my
Let me
nigga.
say the 5 and then I'll put it in order. Because I Get Money is there.
Okay. I get money.
We Fly High is in there.
Balling. I was about to say Jim Jones
You
balling.
get what I'm tough, bro.
That work with the younger crowd, balling and all that.
Well, Jim Jones is idolized to this day.
Yeah, Jim Jones is like, he kind of like the GOAT. And like, he the only nigga that stayed with the young niggas. Like, I love that for him.
I'd go Benjamins to respect the OGs.
Shout out to the nigga that put me in the business, D. Angeletti.
You know,
for
I
producing that.
gotta just go to the OGs. But there's other records that's really room changing.
I was about to say, I think Benjamin's is the greatest New York club song of all time.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I agree.
All right,
There's records that are very close. Lean Back is like an asterisk. Lean Back is an asterisk. This is what I'm thinking about as an asterisk. Suck It or Not is an asterisk. You want to know
Shout out to Chubby Baby.
You know what I would put
He
as
wrote
number
that.
6 as the closest one? Is Cameron, I Really Mean It.
Woo.
That's
what
really
I'm
up
saying.
there.
That's
What
a
did I
diss
say?
song,
What's the
bro.
5 I said?
What up, gangster? Computers, I Get Money, Balling, and
I would
Benjamins.
take I Get Money out and put I Really
think
Mean
I
It.
really mean it.
What?
is just-
Yeah.
I Really Mean It is hard.
It's because you just put it on and be like this. Y'all niggas seen it. I seen it. Body warm, heart of Neiman.
That's the one everybody screamed.
That's it. That's all you need, man. Come on, man. I'm never lenient on your zenith. I thought that line was fire because we had a Zenith TV in the living room at the time. You know what I'm saying? My nigga said, I'm never lenient on your zenith. See, Cam was good for that. Some quirky ass line like, why would you make something rhyme with a Zenith TV?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, man. That nigga, come on.
Cam would have been an ill-ass battle rapper.
Yeah, nah, he done had one of them off kilter like
He would have been like Rex and them niggas.
like
He would've been
Rex
fucking them niggas
and
up.
that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Come on, man. That's where I feel like they get it from, the Rexes and Lux. You know, that's Harlem too. So that I feel like that's in they lineage of that type of wordplay and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, Cam that nigga, man. He took them W's.
But as far as that list, the only thing I would change, I would take off Ballin', and I would put Bodak Yellow.
Wow. Yeah, nah, you might gotta put Cardi.
You gotta put that
You might
because
gotta put-
that's one of them records. When that shit come on, every girl in there that thinks she cute, that is now her theme song.
Yep.
You
She said
little
she
bitch.
You wonder who? Let's find out to see. Cardi B. Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
and
on, man.
Bodak Yellow is and speaking of, when you out and you in spots
Mm-hmm.
that pay our music, you know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing because sometimes when I talk to people and I'll say, oh, you gotta be in a hood spot. When I say hood, I mean where they play black music.
Yeah.
Because in New York, if you go out, there's not a lot of black music that get played unless you're going to black neighborhoods.
It's gonna be a lot of finding love in a hopeless place.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a lot of and you know it's a lot of there you go. You're gonna hear all of that. There you go.
Yeah.
But Yeah, but when you go into those spots and you hear our records, and when Cardi come on, like her verse on the Glorilla record, yo, girls go crazy.
Yeah.
When that shit come on.
That verse is hard too.
Yeah, it is.
She
And
bodied that.
when she on, when this sounds like Cardi with the braids.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah.
Woo.
Nah. Shout out to Cardi B. She got some joints for the shit show.
Yeah.
She got some joints.
Yeah.
BX. You know the vibes, man.
Yeah, so Cardi got to be on that list. But I'm cool with the rest of the list because I know computers go crazy with certain age group.
No, what? Yeah, computers is going up.
Computers
it's going up.
Benjamins go crazy with my age group.
Yeah.
Only thing about the Benjamins now, the most familiar part of the song, we can't sing no more.
What y'all want to do? We're just gonna start from big verse.
Yeah, fucking, I gotta get it, but Cypher Sounds.
Yeah, Reef. That Find Love in a Hopeless Place. You know that shit right there.
Yeah.
That's that 55th Street bar.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm on 55th in Madison. We in this joint. Now they playing some bullshit, but
Want
the
you
drinks
to
is good.
make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world.
Yeah, that type of shit. The lights is going.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Yeah, that type of shit, man. The after work special.
Yo, speaking of which, so I saw you posted. It was the video of the lady saying, like, yo, y'all DJs with y'all little mashups and shit.
Yeah,
like, yo,
the whack ass blends.
Yo.
Yeah,
So
you
like
not OG Wax.
So-
Don't try to do the blends.
And
You
this is
not
what I be
OG
trying to
Wax.
Tell these niggas.
Cut it out.
If you're not gonna do it the right way, just don't do it.
Listen, my man does a show called Education where he's trying to teach y'all niggas. All right, go watch a couple of those, then go try out your blends.
And as
nigga.
nice as I am, y'all would not believe how my brother shits on me as a DJ. Like, yeah, my brother shits on me. He calls me a studio DJ. He said this nigga got to sit in his room
Yeah, that's
and
the
make,
safe
and make
spot,
his
Reef.
perfect mixes.
Yeah. Listen, man.
But yo, the DJ last night, oh my God, like, yo, I started seeing the frustration on people's faces and all around me. And you know, my wife always be like, yo, chill, because she know how I be. I be tearing these DJs the fuck up.
Yeah.
And she be like, yo, we not going to do that. And so I be chilling. I be like, then I'm starting to see everybody else getting frustrated.
She said, you see?
So there was a Dread in front of me, right? So I was like, yo, Dread, he trash, right? And Dread just started laughing. He was like, yo, yeah, he is, man. Like, I don't know what he doing. Like, he and I was like, see? And I told my mom, I said, see, it's not me. I said, I could tell. And I said, not saying that I have the courage to go up there and do what he's doing. But if you gonna go up there, you bet, yo, this nigga, I mean, it was terrible.
Reef said, you local like Q. He said, that's what your brother said.
He said, DJ Fast, nigga, they won the contest last year. So, what that mean? You local.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, kiss my local ass, yo.
Nah, man, I'm dead. Yeah, man. Listen. The DJs, yeah. Stop doing them whack ass blends.
Yeah, because I caught one that he was doing last night. He thought he was eating too. I was like, no, nigga, that was trash. Like, I don't know how this nigga went from Buju Banton to fucking Run DMC. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he was just doing a lot of wild shit in there. Yeah. And I think his name was DJ Peter Clark. I don't know who
Peter Clark.
I don't know who Ali Sadiq DJ is, and this ain't no disrespect to Ali Sadiq, but you gotta talk to him. Because people in the audience was frustrated. He wasn't letting none of the song play. That nigga played 4 seconds of the song and he on to the next one. And don't get me wrong, that is a style of DJing that these dudes do. And when I seen Flex do it live, I was so disappointed. I was like, no, Flex, you too? Like, a lot of people hate Flex, but growing up in New York in the 90s and you're DJing,
No, Flex was
you
nice.
have an admiration for Flex.
Yeah. Flex definitely, like, we know, you know, he's not perfect. He got some shit that'll piss you off.
Yeah.
But he definitely got, he got some classic sets too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could pull up some shit where Flex is absolutely murdering the set too.
Yeah.
Like, so he's one of them type of niggas. Like, yes, Like, he's one of those people, if you went to see him, it was like, yo, that shit was trash. I hated it. You're probably not lying. But then also, if somebody else was like, yo, I went to see Flex and he fucking killed it, they're also probably not lying.
Yeah.
He's one of them type of DJs.
Yeah, and I get it. Like when you opening up for somebody, like when you just playing music to get the crowd hype, you just trying to go through a bunch of records. I get it and I understand the style, but if you're not gonna do it the right way, it sounds terrible.
Yeah.
You got to do it the right way. There's a way to do it. You just can't just keep rushing into songs and trying to speed through shit. Like, nah, we not doing that.
No. Nah, nigga.
Yeah.
But yeah. Shit, I think we covered the beef talk, man.
Yeah.
These niggas, Killer Cam. My son won all his New York battles. Oh yeah, the 50 Cent one, because we mentioned how he beat Nas and Jay. 50 Cent, he made the Curtis song, the nigga named the album Curtis.
Yes, he did.
If you diss a nigga and then he changed something that he's doing based on what you said, that's a W for you.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
I will agree with you on that.
Like, come on, my nigga. You wasn't calling yourself by your government name. We did that. So yeah, Cam might be he's the New York Giant killer. And then Ice Cube versus NWA, Jada and Beans,
Mm-hmm.
and who was the other one we said? Because Pac and Big, and yeah, it might have to be Pac and Big as the most impactful. And then I'm not
You
gonna
got
lie,
Drake and Kendrick in there?
I would think that Drake and Kendrick,
Drake and
I would say
Kendrick.
right now it just happened.
As
But
far as
when time goes on,
a
it is going to
mainstream
be
level,
one of
this
the
is-
most impactful
as
for
a
sure.
mainstream level, this is the biggest rap battle ever.
Ever, yeah, because
The way it went mainstream. And
yeah,
it
nigga,
led
that shit went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It went to the Super Bowl. Like,
Yeah.
god damn.
Nah,
like,
yeah. So
we
it's-
sitting there waiting for this nigga to say A minor at the Super
yeah.
Bowl.
Nah, it's the biggest for sure.
Yeah.
No question. Kendrick Drake is the
Shout out
biggest
to
one.
both of them because they both did their thing. It's just that you can't win them all, you know.
Nah, yeah, Kenny did what he's supposed to do.
Because I don't give a fuck what nobody say. When you go back and you listen to Family Matters is crazy.
No, Family Matters was probably the best song in the beef.
Yeah, because he
But
fucked
Kendrick,
all them niggas.
that
it
was part of the problem
It
too.
was like takeover.
Yeah,
Like
that was part of the problem.
Because that second shit you did, the second shit was about everybody.
Yeah.
And that was, to me, that was the craziest beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And his craziest rhymes. When he went through that whole where it was like line for line. Like he was dissing, he dissed Ross, then he dissed Rocky, then he dissed Kendrick, then like each line was about another nigga, but it was a crazy punchline. That was the hardest part to me.
He was wild.
But I thought about that. I said, this doesn't really help you with battling Kendrick. Though.
Exactly.
Like, this is fire, but you cooking them other niggas.
Yeah.
You ain't cook him. And that was, I feel like he should have did less of that, less of like I'm the biggest and I'm gonna just diss everybody. And he really should have respected that man that was in front of him.
What he should have did, in my opinion, and hindsight is 20/20, but I put out the first part of Family Matters.
Yeah.
I put that out the same time I put Push-Ups out.
Yeah.
I put them both out.
And it sound the same.
It do. So, because he put it at the end, was it at the end of Push-Ups?
The beat, yeah.
Yeah. So I put it out, put them out at the same time. He taken 2 out and put it out. I would have never put out that one with the, whatchamacallit, the AI voices. I would have never put that out.
No, that was a minus.
So when
he lost traction with
when
that
niggas
one.
start talking all that crazy, I put the second part of Family Matters out. Once Ross come out with talking about white boy.
That was
and all
whack.
that shit.
Yeah, ain't nobody want to hear that shit, bro. And I just gave you props for beating 50. So I'm not a hater. But yeah, Ross had no place in this shit.
When he start, so then you could, and then you still got that. Kendrick just open his mouth. Someone to go get him right now.
That's the third part of it.
So once Kendrick dropped, then you put that out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like Drake shot his load too early, pause, and Kendrick had a whole lot left in the clip.
Yeah, no, he did. It was too much. It was too much too early and too much scattered focus. He should have focused on that nigga.
Yeah. And
Kendrick, obviously, he only had one person to diss, so that worked in his favor. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
And speaking about one person to diss, what Joey Badass recently against
shout out to Joseph Badman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't remember
Beast
everybody
Coast,
he was
nigga.
going against. I know he was going against Ray Vaughn. He was going against Daylight. And
Yeah.
who else?
I don't know. Some other
cats.
no-name nigga from over there.
Yeah.
From a sunny place.
Yeah.
One of them niggas. Who cares, nigga? Joey was smacking them niggas around.
Right.
I will say, Daylight was going in though. But my son, it just wasn't.
Yeah.
It's like good raps, but it's like, yeah, it's something about that shit that's just, it'd be like yes, but no.
When Joey came back with Loaded Lux, I was like, oh, party done.
Yeah, and
party
then
over.
yeah, and then he made the little catchy joint. I forgot what song.
On the Tupac beat?
Yeah, that shit is hard. That shit was hard.
I'm at my nephew's graduation waiting for it to start, and that's when it first came out.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to it, I'm like, yo, this shit is hard. I was like, oh.
Nah, and then I'm not gonna lie, it's not, you could tell Joey was trying to get Kendrick or one of them niggas to come outside, Schoolboy, and even Absol. I know Ab, like they all cool, they all friends, but he's trying to get one of them to come outside for real.
Yeah.
And obviously they didn't do it, but it's you could see the difference though. Like he's slapping the shit out of Ray Vaughn and them niggas, and no disrespect to them, but it's like, you know, it's really levels to the rap shit. And I feel like a lot of niggas that's like, if you're not from a certain time, I feel like niggas that's younger than a certain age or like y'all niggas don't got it, bro. And I ain't go, you know, I don't even, nigga gotta prove me wrong. I'm sure it's a little nigga out here that's still dumb nice with it, but it's like most of these little niggas that's like, what they feel is nice, he's not that nice. It's like, I feel like if you in that sweet spot of like 32 to 35, we like the last nice niggas. Like niggas that's like really nice, like lyrically, like, oh, you heard what he said? Like everybody younger than us, like it's like they lost the how to do it.
Yeah.
They don't, I mean, and that's, you know. And that's not saying that the music is whack. You know what I'm saying? I still like songs and stuff. But I'm just talking about that. Like you hear the difference.
The songs are better.
We go rhyme for rhyme. It's like, nah, this shit, I don't know what it is. If it's because it's less reading, more screen or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, nah, I'm being serious. I don't know what it is. Like, if niggas is less literary or I don't know. But motherfuckers don't got bars like any generation before them.
Yeah.
Which usually don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, I think that's what, and as far as, like, they had Jeezy Gucci Mane on the list, that beef definitely had a big impact. That beef kind of made Gucci Mane's whole career. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, that beef was definitely big deal. Wax said he didn't know how it started. They did a song together. They got a song together called So Icy. Probably heard that shit before. Zaytoven made the beat, but Gucci Mane was the smaller artist at the time. Jeezy, you know, he had a big buzz and shit. So they released a song. It was Gucci Mane's song. Like they paid Jeezy for the verse feature or whatever. But then the songs got released as Young Jeezy featuring Gucci Mane. Like, cause Jeezy had a deal or something already. So the label kind of, you know, the song was getting traction in Atlanta. And then his label kind of was like, oh, we're gonna like release it for real.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So when it got like released commercially, like by the mainstream, it was Young Jeezy featuring Gucci Mane. And obviously Gucci like, nigga, I paid you to do this. Like, how is it turning into your song that I paid you to do? You know what I'm saying? And whatever happened with, you know, they didn't want to change it or whatever. So this is going back and forth. And then Young Jeezy did a song to T.I.'s ASAP beat. Remember that song ASAP from T.I.? ASAP. One thing about me, I get a nigga part, I get at a nigga ASAP, ASAP.
I don't know early T.I. This is
that was
early T.I.,
that's in the
right?
beginning,
Yeah.
This is first, second album type shit. But this, he took that beat and flipped the ASAP to Stay Strapped. It was dissing, and then at the end, he was like, yo, I'm gonna put some money on your head. Anybody go get me that chain, whatever chain Gucci Mane had at the time. And I guess some niggas that was cool with Jeezy took him up on his offer. And they went to some crib that Gucci Mane was at.
Okay.
And I think that he was over there with a chick or something, and the girl had something to do with it. Like, she knew them niggas or something. Like, you know, that type of shit.
She lined them up.
Yeah, so the niggas showed up at the crib, but you know, they down south, so everybody got guns and shit. Gucci Mane he used to have protection. So he ended up shooting the people that came to rob him. One of the niggas passed away. So then, you know, it turned into Gucci Mane killed one of the Jeezy mans that tried to set him up or whatever. So he became like infamous after that. And then he also dropped a bunch of diss songs. It wasn't like he was like quiet about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's kind of like what blew Gucci Mane up.
Okay.
But that was, you know, that was a beef that was going on for years because it was like a, you know, that's like an awkward subject after that, you know what I mean? Like, started off with like stolen song kind of thing, then somebody died. So that shit went on for years. But yeah, that beef was a big deal. Shout out to Big Guap, shout out to Jeezy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was, as far as in the South, you had T.I. and Flip. That was just some rap shit.
Yeah, that was some rap shit, but it
Luda
was
and Young Buck.
entertaining. It was entertaining.
Luda and Young Buck.
Yeah.
Oh, Luda actually, no,
Luda and T.I.
Luda versus T.I. It was on the Young Buck song.
On the song. Stay off the T.I.P.M.R. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout outs to Luda, man. Yeah, nah.
I had an interesting Luda take, but I ain't gonna say it.
Nah, yeah. I do.
I keep it to myself.
Can't say. Yeah. See? That's where we gotta end the show. That's a sign. It's a sign to end the show. Love y'all niggas, man. Beezewax.
Beezewax.
Episode 15 or whatever this is. You know. Don't even count them because I'm probably wrong.
I think it's 15. I think you're right.
We here. This was all about lyrical altercations.
Altercations.
Also known as beef.
Pause.
The Beth. Where's the Beth? Yeah, man. Shout outs to y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Reef, good looking on the chat.
Yeah,
my
Reef,
man
LV,
Yeezo on the chat. My guys.